You know, this past week, and also in the Philippines, a lot of people have asked me, what's the name of the church going to be? That's why you're here tonight, right? You don't want to hear me preach. You just want to know what the name of the church is, right? And you know what? Many years ago when, and I'm not going to tell you. No, just kidding. When Pastor Bruce Mejia, started his church, when he's ordained as a pastor, I love what he did because he named his church First Works Baptist Church, but I love keeping the acronym FWBC. And so what I've told people as the hint is it's VBC, right? It starts with a V. That's been my plan for a long time, so that kind of narrows it down to, various different possibilities. And when it comes to V, there's a lot of different possibilities that came up as I thought about this, over the last year. One thing that popped up to my head is victory. I like the name Victory. The only problem is there's a massive non-denominational church in the Philippines called Victory, so that's off the list. I thought the name Vision was pretty good. I like the name Vision. It also sounds maybe a bit too non-denominational, so I decided not for the name Vision, right? And, honestly, I really love the name Valiant, but I believe in the Trinity, right? I'm not a oneness Baptist, right? So Valiant was off the list. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure somebody will fill you in after the service. I thought of the name Vigilant. That's actually the first thing mentioned in that group of categories. That was a name I thought about for a while. Like Vigilant would be a great name. That's something that's the Bible says, be vigilant as a leader. And honestly, that was the name that was in my head for a while. And I remember somebody visited, the Philippines, and he was soul winning with us, and he asked me, hey, what's the name going to be of the church when you get ordained? And I just told him, well, it's going to start with a V. I haven't decided, but it's going to start with a V. And he said, the only thing I can think of that starts with a V is Valor. And I was thinking, I've never thought about that name. And, honestly, I was like, man, I actually really like that name. And so in my mind, I had Vigilant, I had Valor, I should say. But then a new name popped to my head about 6 months ago. And it was right in front of my face the whole time, and I thought about it, and I actually talked to Pastor Menes. We've had many conversations about it. And here's the thing. On Sunday, I will be ordained 100% independently of Verity Baptist Church, which means I don't need approval of my sermons or how I run the ministry there. I'm ordained independently as a pastor. But I'm still 100% financially supported by Verity Baptist Church. So I thought, what about just keeping the name Verity Baptist Church? Because I want everybody here to realize I am your missionary and you are involved in the work there. Now, I understand, you do something out of the box, people are like, oh, but actually that's actually pretty common in different parts of the world. You start churches with the same name. So it's not like it's something, but it's like we're doing that because of the fact I'm your missionary. And you know what? I thought of it. I talked to Pastor Menes about it. I'm happy to be linked with Verity Baptist Church. I hope you're happy to be linked with the work we're doing in the Philippines. Amen. I was like, why not keep the name the same so you can realize, hey, this is our missionary. This is the work that he's doing. And you know what? You are actually partaking in that by being faithful to this church. So the new church name is actually not a new name at all. It's Verity Baptist Church. We're actually going to be keeping the same name.